everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Judith Taby if you're new. If you're returning, welcome back. I truly appreciate you checking out this video. We're doing what's the shape of things in your life right now. What prompted that was Olivia Newton-John's passing, and they kept playing that song, You Better Shape Up, which is one of my favorite songs. But I've been wanting to do a pick a pile, like about what spirit wants you to, better shape up about. So that prompted this pick a pile here, and we have 4 piles to choose from, and these are the tarot decks. So pile number 1 is Tarot of the Abyss, and the shape is the cube, and it's a pyrite cube. Deck number 2, pile number 2 is the Crystal Power Tarot, and it is the shape of the egg. So this is the gray banded egg. Agate, it's an agate egg. And pile number 3 is the Modern Love Tarot, and the shape is the heart. And this is a Moonstone, Sunstone. It's got both crystals in this. And then pile 4 will be traditional Waite Tarot with a circle, sphere, clear quartz sphere. So take a moment, see what pile you're drawn to. You might be drawn to more than one pile, and that's quite all right. If you're not drawn to any of them, then at this point in time, none of these messages would be for you. So pile 1 with the cube, pile 2 with the egg, pile 3 with the heart, and pile 4 with the sphere. What is the shape of things that Spirit wants you to know? As always, in the description box below will be all the decks I'm using today, as well as other ways you can help support the channel, and contact me for a personal reading or some healing art that I have on my website. And I am curious which setup do you prefer? Do you like it from the side angle here, or do you like the overhead angle better? I am curious, so please leave a comment below. And again, I truly appreciate you checking out this video, so I will see you at your pile. Bye. Hey, pile 1 viewers, you selected the Pyrite Cube and Tarot of the Abyss. So let's get your cards. Pile 1 viewers. Pile 1 viewers. We have transformation. For pile 1 viewers. We have feeling the world. So this just jumped out. Gemini cross-pollination. All right, so we'll look at that in a minute. Does pile 1 viewers need to know? What is the shape of things? understanding. Wonders, what is the shape of things for you at this time? And we have ancestors, generations. The World in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles. Can I have one more card, please? Thank you. Okay, so the overall energy that I'm getting here is the cross-pollinate with Gemini, and that's number 3. So let's stick that over here for you. All right, transformation, number 42. Feeling the World, number 13. Understanding, number 35. Ancestors, generations. Okay. All right, so transformation. It's interesting because, you know, you feel like the phoenix rising, right? Here's you, and the phoenix is rising. However, this is, to me, just looks like a parrot with very colorful, let me get this focused for you. Right? It looks like a parrot with colorful wings and feathers, not a phoenix. So I am going to read from the book. Phoenix is an ancient bird that will burn himself every few hundred years to be born anew. He diligently builds his nest with cinnamon and frankincense. Then, with one clap of his wings, he ignites his nest into a blazing fire. He endures a night filled with roaring flames and insurmountable pain. When the sun begins to rise, he too emerges from the ashes more brilliant and mesmerizing than the human mind can fathom. Phoenix comes with informative medicine. He says you also are on the verge of a total transformation, although you may still be living a current reality that your past self manifested. The medicine of this card foretells a profound change is approaching. You are in the space in between jumping timelines. This timeline is your transition from an old version of yourself into the new and evolved version of yourself. Do not get caught in the trap of believing your current reality defines what lies ahead. It is very possible you are projecting old limiting beliefs onto the situation. Trust that all your efforts over the last months and years are in the alchemical process of manifesting. You are now in the moment before you shift into your fullest self. You must believe the highest version of yourself is waiting and ready to be self-actualized. Okay, so that explains the understanding. It's interesting because it's also, I see the same waves as here. So whatever has been imprinted on you in past generations from your ancestors and your old versions, that's what's going to be transforming, and understanding that it's this new world, this new vision. I'm noticing the same wings on her as the phoenix. Okay, so in this deck, the world card, there's like this fetus within this part of the snake and an eye. So, and this came in reverse. And what Spirit is showing me is this transformation. Remember, this card spoke that it hasn't happened yet. So it's still in the developing stages. But this message for you is the understanding and knowing. This to me is represented, they're showing me it's the third eye. Like knowing. It's like you're peeking through a keyhole. You know, like you're trying to open this door, this next chapter of your life, and you're peeking in the keyhole. And that's what you're seeing, is that this new world that's coming, your transformation. The door hasn't unlocked for you yet, because like the Four of Pentacles, he's, you know, holding on to everything. And this transformation to take place, you have to let go of those old ways, right? So and in the Three of Swords, she's releasing the bird that was in her grip. You know, like she had a bird in her hand and she's releasing it. She's letting it go. And you've had this feeling of being left out. Like that, all this suffering that you're going through. But remember, this card spoke of that unsurmountable pain has to take place before the transformation happens. But we have the King of Pentacles here. And he's holding what looks to be like mountains in his hand. And they're small in his hand. And he's got that Ace of Pentacles under his cloak. Okay, I'm gonna read Gemini cross-pollinate. Some of you can be Geminis, some of you can be dealing with a Gemini. With its symbol of a pair of twins conversing, Gemini asks us to weave a web of connections and build networks with humor and all forms of communication. This mutable air sign is ruled by Mercury and is connected to the lungs, shoulders, hands, and nerves. Gemini's purpose is to disperse ideas like milk thistle on the spring winds, cross-pollinate ideas like bees buzzing over the flowers. The sun shines here May 21st to June 21st. So maybe it's going to be Gemini season when this transformation takes place. Words are at the heart of the issue you are facing, and not just any words, but real dialogue. If you feel tension in the situation, see what is blocking the lines of communication and open that aperture. Listen to the grapevine and cross-pollinate. Gather and share information. Bits of truth may float in on gossip. Explore social media, sound bites, and other ways to get to the word out. Talk to people as if they're your siblings, true equals. If something is bothering you, find a place to unpack it and get it on the table. And take a good look. Then talk it over in depth with a friend or therapist, or write in your journal. Trust the process of self-expression to help get to the root of the problem. However, assume anything you say will be repeated. Gemini scatters seeds. It's not concerned with privacy or individuality and is not necessarily loyal. All right, so for some of you, this is a general reading. For some of you, it's about speaking your truth, releasing those generational patterns from your ancestors. But the shape of things of what I see here is you're peeking through the keyhole, seeing the potential of what's going to be birthed. But this transformation has to take place. And the only way that's going to take place is by letting go of everything that you're holding on to so tightly. And birds bring messages, right? So how this card speaks of you needing to sit down and talk and speak. Let your messages be heard. Because I feel like, let me get up close here. These mountains fit in the palm of his hand. So what will seem like this unsurmountable quest, journey, that mountains that you have to climb are really just, they're bringing me back to this little bird, like, and they're both holding in the same hand, in their right hand. She's releasing the bird, and that's where the mountains are with the birds flying over. So whatever it is that you're holding on to right now, and look at the size of what that pentacle he's holding on to. Like you feel it's this gigantic thing, but really once you release it and speak it, it's going to be so tiny. I mean, look how tiny the birds are here. Can you see those little birds right there? They're so tiny. So I remember with this card, feeling the world, speaks about empathy and talking. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. And I don't know if you heard that, but the candle just shifted. So definitely, I'm going to move this. Spirit wants you to know if you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energy. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attracted to them you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. It also says you're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wondrous gifts. So, yeah. When you're speaking and releasing whatever these generational things are, they just want me to focus on this. Like that Ace of Pentacles is cut over his chest, his heart, and it's hidden under his cloak. And what he thought would be mountains is just in the palm of his hand. So pile 1, viewers, that's what Spirit's showing me is, the shape of things for you right now is, I guess, Gemini season. There's going to be this transformation. You're peeking through the keyhole, but that door isn't open yet. That hasn't birthed yet, because there's some things you need to release. Speak your gentle, kind words with boundaries. This card was in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles, so you're not going to be left out in the cold. Now that you have a better understanding, things you have to let go of the past. That's what I have for you, Pile 1 viewers. I hope that helped. Please click the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It does help my channel. And always feel free to leave a comment. And in the description box below, we'll have all the decks I've used today in this reading. Until next time, love and light. Hey, Pile 2 viewers, you selected the gray agate egg and the Crystal Power Tarot. So let's get your cards, Pile 2 viewers. Thank you, Spirit and Angels. Please show Pile 2 viewers what is the shape of things for them. See beyond the past. A higher view. This Pile 2 viewers need to shape up. What are the shape of things for Pile 2 viewers? Thank you. And we have the 3rd house in communication in reverse. Well, I'm going to stop right here and point out to you, right off the bat, we have 41 and 41. And we have an owl with wings and birds with wings. And the swan has wings. So already, there's definitely a pattern happening here. See beyond the past, the higher view. 3rd house communication in the challenge position. All right, Pile 2 viewers. Oh, got lots of cards today for you. All right, let's move this up. So we have astonished, we have indifferent, and impulsive. Interesting. Okay. 40, 25, 22. All right. Pile 2 viewers. The shape of things in your life right now. Iceberg, submerged. So you're not seeing something that's underneath. All right, can we have some tarot cards, please, for pile 2 viewers? Viewers. Can we see the shape of things for them? 5 cards, please. 9 of Pentacles. Take the time to nurture yourself. 5 of Wands. I stand my ground and look for peace. The Hanged Man. I can see the situation another way, but that is in reverse. Again, something's submerged you're not seeing. So let's put that right there. All right, so these are too many. This one is popping out too. Okay. So we have Queen of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the High Priestess. Okay. All right. So see beyond the past. Let's see what the medicine says for this. The beautiful black swan. Sorry. The fable of the ugly duckling tells of a baby swan that nested with baby ducks. All the ducks made fun of little swan for how different he looked, which made him feel inherently not good enough. Little swan compared himself to what a duck should look like rather than own the nature of his true self, a swan. Sadly, little swan began to assume the identity of the ugly duckling. As time went on, little swan grew and became the most beautiful black swan, and some would even say more magnificent than the common ducks that bullied him. This card is the story of what happened to the black swan as an adult. Reflected in the water is his heartbroken child self. Despite how gorgeous Black Swan became, he suffered from severe shame and feelings of unworthiness. He could not see the glorious truth of himself. He became crippled by the delusion that something was inherently wrong with him. He believed a wicked distortion that diminished his worth. He was utterly unaware of his captivating beauty and could honor neither himself nor the gifts the great mystery bestowed upon him. He became obsessed with outside validation and compared himself to other winged creatures. That's so interesting, because you've got all these winged creatures showing up here. Remember? The ugly duckling finally woke up to his true self as the beautiful black swan and asks you to do the same Swan's medicine asks you to accept that you feel your insecurities, but do not submit to them. Whenever you feel small, it's not reality. It is the old story and the programming that brainwashed you. Please wake up from the illusion and honor what the Great Spirit gifted you, the gift of yourself. No one in the world is like you. Own that you are a rare miracle. So remember, iceberg submerged is just confirming what this card says, that you're not seeing what's right in front. You're not seeing the beauty for who you are. You're still, in fact, it's kind of interesting where the story spoke of that he's still stuck in this vision of himself, which is in this card, submerged, right? It's the iceberg. So you're focusing. All right, so this is a general reading, and for some of you, I feel for some of you, Spirit's telling me that you're not seeing what's submerged, what's not in view, you're not seeing. But for the other part of you who are relating to the Black Swan part, you're focused on what's submerged, which is the old version, the past. So now that makes me want to read a higher view. Sometimes our lives are suction cupped to the ends of our noses and we can't see beyond ourselves. This happens to everyone once in a while. We fall into an automatic response to life and react from a learned, conditioned place rather than one of awareness. Being in reactivity keeps us repeating old patterns. Conversely, the avoidance of our triggers could keep us in our comfort zone, policing our attempts at new things. The way to be successful in your endeavor to connect with others is to step out of your sticky perception of the world. Imagine yourself sitting on the back of a bird 1,000 feet above your life. Wouldn't your perspective change? From a higher point of view, you can see for miles. You can let go of naming or blaming the obstacles in your way and instead easily discover a path to more beautiful and compelling vistas. More can become available to you in all aspects of your life when you're able to step back and get a little distance. You can wait before responding, be more graceful in your interactions, and see how everything is connected and every experience is a gift. The world is wide open for you today. All you have to do is move to higher ground, be mindful, and celebrate the spectacle of life's dance. And then the third house, communication in the challenge position, says chatter is not the same as communication. Sibling or sibling-like rivalry can challenge you to grow in small doses, but don't let it distract you from your self-direction. Stay on target. So for some of you, remember the swan was raised with the ducklings, thinking the ducklings were its siblings. So this clearly is confirming, don't let sibling rivalry hold you back from being who you need to be. In fact, that's a higher view to me is also saying, take the higher ground when it comes to these types of little what's the word I'm looking for? Sibling quarrels. Don't be indifferent and don't be impulsive about it. And what's interesting is the astonished came out, but the reverse of it is vulnerable. So Spirit is telling you, don't put yourself in vulnerable situations and still be stuck on that imagery of the past. All right, so let's see, the tarot, yeah, the Hanged Man says, I can see this situation another way. So again, just confirming a different perspective, a higher view. Also, Spirit wants me to point out, like, in the upright position, he's hanging downwards, right? And but Spirit is not wanting you to look down at this submerged image. The card came out in reverse, but I'm reading it as the imagery, not the meaning of the reverse. Look up, the higher view. Again, this is all confirming everything here. I love when the cards do that. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Take the time I take the time I need to nurture myself. So, yeah. These cards aren't going to stand up in there. Nurturing this beautiful black swan that you are. Make sure you're taking the time to do that. Five of Wands. I stand my ground and look for peace. Again, taking the higher road in dealing with whoever this communication with siblings needs to take place. Stand your ground, but come from a place of peace. Queen of Swords, I protect what matters to me. This is what's blocked right now. What should matter the most is yourself. And Spirit's showing me that, confirming what this card was. You have to look beyond, change the perspective of how you view yourself. The Star in reverse, it's a unfulfilled wish. I just feel like you're not seeing that. Like, this is such a beautiful card. Like all the light, stars, angels that are surrounding her, and how beautiful she is, and pouring water on both. Water represents emotions, so like she's balanced in her emotions, she's fully supported, but you're not seeing that about yourself right now. But the High Priestess came out. My intuition guides me to the truth. And this card, she's holding the key here. That key is actually, it's on the book. And as you might not know, but owls represent wisdom. So you're right. Like, I'm going to end this reading with Spirit showing me that, you have to trust your intuition. You have the wisdom and the knowledge. And you're literally riding on the back of that owl, right? You just have to tap into that. Don't let the past words that were said to you define who you are. Don't be impulsive or indifferent in dealing with your communication with people. Just be sure to nurture yourself, stand your ground, but look for peace. But truly view, see you for who you really are, that beautiful black swan. Lapis lazuli is an excellent crystal to help heighten your intuition. If that's something that you like, working with crystals, that's what I would do. That's what Spirit is showing me for you, Pile 2 viewers. Yeah. You're that black swan, not the ugly duckling. For some of you, stop focusing on what's submerged, the old ways, the old things. That's not truth. I hope this helped. Please click the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, just click that tab at the end of this video, and all the decks I used, which are right here, are also in the description box below, along with other ways you can support my channel, and I truly appreciate you being here. Look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and light, Pile 2 viewers. Hey, Pile 3 viewers, you selected the heart. This is actually a Moonstone and Sunstone combined, and you picked the Modern Love Tarot. So let's get your cards, Pile 3 viewers. Spirit, what is the shape of things for Pile 3 viewers? Wow, okay, that literally flew all the way across the room. I will be right back. All right, so this clearly wants to be known right now. Evolve into your complexity. Number 3. So we're just going to stick that octopus right there. Okay, Pile 3 viewers. What? Wow, all right, so your cards just want to keep flying out. What is the shape of things for Pile 3 viewers? Thank you. The Oracle's Gift, number 37. Pile 3. What is the shape of things for Pile 3? That's too many. We'll take the 2. See, you've just got cards jumping out everywhere. So we have the South Node passed in challenge position, and we also have Mercury messages in the challenge position. Okay. Is the shape of things. 3 viewers. Thank you. Optimistic. Is the shape of things. Dragonfly emergence. All right. And then your tarot. The 5 of Cups. Temperance, 9 of Cups, the Star, So, this one that went flying out. Evolve into your complexity. All right, so number 3. Octopus is a shapeshifter, able to change the color and texture of her skin to camouflage her appearance. She's an excellent escape artist and exceptionally intelligent. Octopus evolved into her greatness, her profound complexity, through all the difficulties she endured. Her need to survive and endure every situation that caused her fear and suffering is literally what evolved her into the magnificent creature she currently is. Octopus's medicine teaches us about the difficult journey toward the evolution of our highest self, who is our true self. This card represents the moment of sprouting, the seed ripening, open to blossom into what has always been destined to become. This may not be an easy or comfortable moment. The fortitude of Octopus is needed here. As scary situations, self-doubt, and challenges approach, stand strong in the inner knowing that difficult moments are the catalysts for evolution. See the tests, and even if you are shaking, yell to the world, "I will keep going." See the limiting beliefs on your knees, crying and screaming, "I will still keep going." See the loss of something special with a shattered heart and profess, "I will keep going." I'm going to pause right here because look at the 5 of Cups. She is more, that's a casket, and it says, "Rest in peace." Sorry, is that focused? No, it's not. Wow, it does not want to focus today, does it? There we go. So see, she's crying over a casket. So here, see the loss of something special with a shattered heart and profess, "I will keep going." So for some of you, that's a direct message because this is a general reading. So it might not pertain to all of you, but some of you are dealing with a loss right now of a loved one. All ventures will be faced with limitations, difficulties, and tests. Instead of resisting the inevitable hardships, accept them for what they are, catalysts for growth into a much more complex and profound version of yourself. When a mother resists the pain of childbirth, the labor takes much longer. When the mother surrenders and allows the pain to move through her, the birth progresses much faster. Once you accept the universal law that all beings suffer for growth, you will pass through suffering more quickly. Octopus's medicine asks you to have steadfast endurance in moments of difficulties and to understand you are rapidly evolving, and this is just a test in the school of life. Okay, so pile 3 viewers, some of you, there's going to be some big challenges coming ahead right now. Let's see. All right, optimistic. So Spirit wants you to remain optimistic about things. And the dragonfly energy speaks of emergence. Her rising up out of the water, and the water's calm, so your emotions, like if you can get a hold of your emotions and control them, this will be a much easier time for you. All right, what else do we have here? The Oracle's Gift. Number 37, it's a cup of tea. I don't remember this card, so I am going to read. When we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside us. Oracles show up in myriad ways. Sometimes you'll see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It is a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Trust today in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune into source and be able to read the signs, reflecting what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Repeat the mantra, the light within me creates miracles in my life. The magic is inside you, outside you, all around, and within you. Yeah. So I feel like this is just confirmation of that octopus energy. And it's interesting because the star card, they're laying there just looking up at the universe and looking at all the signs. And they're seeing them, they're pointing at them. So we have the 2 Astro Oracle cards came in the challenge position. So the South Node is the past. Under stress, you may fall back on familiar defenses and relive what you've already lived. PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits or relationships all operate around your South Node. Use this opportunity to heal triggers and patterns from the past. Take them as teaching moments and learn. Then your hard-earned skills and wisdom can help you build your future. And then Mercury, which number 20 speaks of messages, was also in the challenge. When a quick mind is not connected to the heart, it can cause trouble. Watch out for the busy hamster wheel of the mind, shallow thinking, scattered, dishonest, or glib approaches, and mistakes made when in a rush. Okay. Then we have the Temperance card and the 9 of Cups. And this 9 of Cups, she's taking a bubble bath. She's happy. She's got her glass of wine and a book with her, and she's just enjoying the moment of treating herself to a bubble bath. And when I look at this Temperance card, what I see is spirits around, like you're totally supported during this challenging time, and you are this child, and spirit is like your, I don't want to say your parents, but the mother and father energy of love and support is surrounding you. That's what I get when I look at this card. So Spirit is telling you, they want to help you get out of this energy, this 5 of Cups. Yes, you've had struggles, but you have the skills and the capability of maneuvering yourself out of the past and know that you're constantly being shown signs from the universe. And once you start seeing the signs and taking those steps, even that optimism and emergence. You know, you're going to emerge this better, you know, this better, I don't want to say this better person, because you are the better person already, but your energy is going to improve, like optimism. So what's interesting is the opposite of this card is solemn. So when, you know, it's always a solemn time when you're dealing with the death of someone, especially a loved one, but this card came out in optimistic as the upright. Pile 3 viewers, I just really feel like universe is clearly telling you, look for the signs. They're showing you so many signs. They're all around you, that you are supported and loved. And you are this wonderful creature that is capable of moving through these difficult situations and end up in the 9 of Cups energy. That's what I have for you, Pile 3 viewers. I hope it helped. Please click the like button if it did. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, just hit that tab notification at the end of this video. It does help my channel out. I truly appreciate all of you, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and light, Pile 3 viewers. Hey, Pile 4 viewers. You selected the clear quartz sphere and the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So let's get right to your cards. What does Spirit want you to know? And what is the shape of things currently in your life? So we have it's in you. What does Pile 4 viewers need to know? What is the shape of things? Spirit of gratitude, number 43. Pile 4 viewers. What is the shape of things for them? We have Leo in reverse shine, and that's interesting. We've got 2 lions here. So maybe you are Leo, your sun, moon, rising, or Chiron sign. Let's see. What is the shape of things for Pile 4 viewers? Acknowledgement. Thank you. Dreamtime creation. All right, so get some clarifying tarot. It's in you, and Leo shine in reverse. So there's definitely something you're not seeing about yourself. Chariot in reverse. 5 of Cups. 6 of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. And Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. All right, so number 24. Not so cowardly lion. I'm going to stick that right there. In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion traveled the yellow brick road to get to Emerald City to request his heart most longed for, courage. Little did he know that during his entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately, for in his heart there roared a courage that was always his to claim. The cowardly lion needed that outer journey to understand that what he most desired was always within. What you seek, you too have in you. Do not give up the journey. Persevere and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you do the thing despite being scared. Cowardly lion, who now has transformed into confident lion, shares his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but it is in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside of yourself was the part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking in others to find that you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want, you already possess? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love within reflected back to you? What if the gift you have been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, please, please, please see me? What is this whole entire time it was you that you were searching for? What if you chose you and stopped waiting for others to choose you? What if you stopped running toward external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? All right, so some of you, this is a general reading, so it's not gonna, resonate with everybody. So the Leo Shine card came in the challenge position, which says if you're acting from a place of soul hunger, you can mistakenly think that any attention from others will fill that gaping hole. Not all attention is good attention. Stubbornness, the fear of being wrong, or the desire to be seen as the leader may blind you to what is urgently needed. Melodrama can disconnect you from the real feelings involved. Now, the gift of a Leo is love. Leo rules the heart, so bring your energy and intention into your heart and let the chakra become a beacon. Honor the heart within each person you meet and watch the dynamic shift. See, what's interesting that Spirit's showing me right now, this spirit of gratitude, the flower blossoming from within the head, and that there's another flower where the third eye is. Acknowledgement, it's that same flower where you are blossoming out of that flower. So Spirit wants you to acknowledge that the love you desire is within you, for self-love, self-worth, self-value. And once you start emanating that self-worth and self-love, it will bring in the love that you desire from other people. Let's see. So you this Five of Cups and the Chariot in reverse, like there's been no victory here, no travel, no success, no movement towards these relationships. But Spirit is showing me that the victory is going to come, that 10 of Pentacles, that family that you're searching for and seeking has to start from within you. But you have the Two of Wands in reverse. You haven't even looked at it from that perspective. That you haven't even taken a step in towards that journey, towards yourself. Now, the dream time creation. So Spirit is showing me that for some of you, the best way for you to find your self-worth, your self-value, your self-love is to do what you truly, your heart desires is. And I don't know, creation, are you an artist? Do you like composing music? You know, he's blowing that, what's that, the rain stick, or what, the Australian Aboriginal, that long stick to, I don't remember what it's called. I'm sure you do. But he's creating, and he's in the tree pose, yoga pose on one foot. So he's very balanced, and he's also looking up to Spirit. Spirit of gratitude. So do what you dream about, whatever it is that you dream in your heart's desire that you want to create. Do that. You'll be fully supported. And when you're in that energy of doing what you love, that spirit of gratitude is going to overwhelm you. And that acknowledgement of that gratitude is what's going to bring in this. So because this is a general reading, I don't know if some of you are Leos, or the person that you're desiring is a Leo. Regardless of that, the lion within you, that fire that's within you, there's been no movement because your focus has been on the external and on those relationships that were not good for you. But focus in on within you. It's in you. Follow your dreams and passions, and then be in that energy of gratitude and acknowledgement of all that universe is doing for you. And then that will come, victory will come with that 10 of Pentacles energy. That's what I have for you. That's what Spirit's showing me. I hope this helped. Please click the like button if it did. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe tab. It helps out my channel. In the description below, I will have all the decks I've used today and other ways you can help support my channel. I truly appreciate you being here. Please feel free to leave a comment if you like this setup better or the overhead view. I'm always trying to find the best way to do these things. But always changing things up too is always fun as well. So I look forward to connecting with you next time. Pile 4 viewers, love and light.